is coming live on YouTube. Everyone, please sit tight. Just waiting for a couple more people to come through. And we have quite interesting topics today, which soon to be very fascinating. But what will happen is if you like to join in a live discussion, which is also very nice sometimes, but that is a very subject to individual choice because some people don't really like to go in front of camera or to be seen in the public. And then if you ask me any questions, so I have a question. First of all, hello everyone on YouTube. If you have any questions, please do reach out. There's a few questions I had, but see if anybody have from your end. No. If anybody on YouTube, please do drop the message out and we can talk from there. I have a very interesting topic today. Is I am a male, which I don't really like to identify as such because whatever we see is the male and female is a very subjective or in the natural realm of practice, all what you see, male, female, is all part of you and they are all within you. There is no difference in a yogic point of view. In yogic terms, you're a male, a female, we are all have that unity in us. We have a feminine side in us, we have the muscular side in us. And the yogic language does not determine you as the male, female, they call both unities inside, muscular and feminine. So how does that can translate in terms of practice? Is different. We don't live in only yogic life. We also live in a modern, you can call it day-to-day lifestyle. They have different expectations, different circumstances, questions we all have. But more interesting is especially nowadays at the life as we know of goes quite a lot of gender diversity and gender identification. There was a quite interesting topic somebody raised, I think last week. They said, I practice Prana Kriya Yoga, which is, I'm pretty sure you are familiar or maybe not familiar with. And if you are familiar with Prana Kriya Yoga, it's a very intense, very powerful and transforming practice, which is cleansing the body as well and balancing the body, your hormone level as well as the energy level as per your genetic, your physical development, aligning with your thinking, your physical manifestation aligning with the thinking. The question was asked by one of my students saying, if somebody is a male and want to become a female in the process of becoming a female, Is that Prana Kriya Yoga harmful, or will and taking medication in the process of becoming a female? In the practice of Prana Kriya Yoga will affect that person's process of transformation, or will reduce the effect of medication. How will that impact it will have? And same person asked the question, there's a somebody who's teaching as well as practicing, is a female, but in the process of becoming a male, taking medication to grow mustache, even to the grow private parts in process, mentally preparing, and increasing the muscular energy in the body, or what you want to call it, like the physical genitals in the body. Because already you have muscular energy in the body, that's why you feel like male in the female body. If you have a loss of feminine energy inside in your body, you feel like a female. So, will that Prana Kriya Yoga reduce the effect of medication? Will the meditation affect the reduce of medication and the process of it? How much impact yoga can have on person's personal belief system or personal process of transformation in comparison to the natural medication taken, and if you practice yoga, how does actually that affect you? First of all, you must understand everybody is male and female inside you. You are male and female inside you. Your private parts are also the same. Maybe some appears outside, some appears to remain inward. Male grows outward, female grows inward. So if muscular energy and feminine energy inside the body, yoga is not about stopping your belief system. Yoga is about creating the balance in your muscular and feminine energy. That's called equilibrium or coherent. If you have seen the Adidev or Adiyogi, Ardhanarishwara, Mahadev, Shiva and Parvati, Shiva and Shakti combined together. Ardhanarishwara, when you reach to the purity, when your awareness reach to the purity of you, to the purity through you, or when you reach to the peak of your yoga, your muscular and feminine energy perfectly balanced, like dancing inside your body. Shiva and Shakti is meeting together, not imbalance. They are absolutely in balanced position. So you have a coherent of the brain, your kundalini arises, and your awareness start transforming. Purpose of yoga is not about convincing people or repetition. I repeat again. Purpose of yoga is not flexibility. Purpose of yoga is not circles. Purpose of yoga is not to convert or change people to a different belief system, or to clean whatever you are feeling in the body. Purpose of yoga is your spiritual transformation, and that slowly will start reflecting in your material planes. So you develop godliness inside you, and the godliness will live through your body in society or in the community, and that is the purpose of yoga. On practical note, how Does Prana Kriya Yoga, Himalayan Hatha Yoga, or Atma Kriya meditation disciplines that we teach or have developed or created to the Gurukul? How much impact it will have if you are in a medication of transforming, changing the hormones of your body? Remember, your mind is the power, your mind is the key. If your mind is giving message to your body cells that I am a male or I am a man, I am a female, I am holding the feminine energy or increasing the feminine energy, your body will react, your body will accept it. You're practicing yoga to clean the toxins out of the body. If through that medication, if your body is producing some substance that is a toxic for your body, they will be relieved out of your body. But whatever your mind is perceiving to accept it, you will hold on to it. As long as your mind is really believes 100% and aligns with the energy inside your body you are trying to develop or cultivate. So, in other words, you are taking a medication. Every medication has some waste products. If you take allopathic or Ayurvedic, all medicines have side effects. Through the yogic practices, you can relieve those toxic substances out of the body and keep whatever belief system your mind like to believe in and continue your practice or your transformation of life. In other words, yoga will not stop your process of becoming a female or male, whatever gender diversity you are going through it, or gender transformation or sex change you are going through it, to the medication will not have much impact on it. As long as you are not in the doubt. If you are in the doubt, yes, yoga will have effect. Yoga will stop, will work against the medication you are taking because you are not believing fully in it. When you fully believe in it, accept it, your mind, the body working together. So yoga will actually support whatever your mind and the body working together to create a harmony. But also one more part, we see yoga as a matter of repetition. Yoga is a practice as a following. You see, you practice, you see, you practice, copy. Or you practicing without awareness, without alertness, without attention. You are just moving the body. You are not practicing yoga. You are not practicing anything that can actually transform you. Maybe one day something may click in your biomechanics. I'm not saying stop practicing because if you're not practicing fully awareness, that doesn't mean you stop practicing. Whatever you're practicing, continue, but try to increase the awareness, alertness, and attention level into your practice. Not just let your mind rule you, not just let the mind guide you. Remember, first create a body awareness and create a awareness what happens inside the body. That we talked about last week to yoga, to meditation, also whatever activities you are doing. It doesn't have to be only asana practice, but asana practice is like a proper endorphin release of hormones in the body. It makes you happy. It's a proper painkiller. I was talking to my friend. If you are a practitioner of asanas, you probably notice. If you're practicing yoga as a asana form, when you do not do it for a day or two or three, you feel pain in your body. When you practice it, pain relieves. So basically, it's a painkiller. When you have headache, meditate. Meditation becomes the painkiller. Don't take medication. Meditate. Take meditation, not medication. If you are having headache, don't take medication. Take meditation. It's same word, not much difference to it. So when you have a body pain, practice asanas. When you have either emotional pain, practice the attachment dispassion. Spirituality. Practice meditation when you have a headache. Your mind is driving you crazy, meditate. Practice exercise. That will actually create the more circulation in the body, the flow of the prana in the body will change, will take away all the stagnant old impurities out of the body. So learn to unite your mind and body and energy level inside the body. That is the first part. But we don't really do that. We align ourselves with the television, not with ourselves. If your alignment always with television, you are bound to have a headache. I guarantee you. If you are constantly aligning yourself with the discomfort and you hope to get a comfort, what do you watch on TV? Drama. You bring drama in your own life. You watch drama, you create drama. Your mind is a beautiful example of it. Why don't you watch your own drama sometime? Maybe half an hour, sit down. You have a perfect live movie. Your mind is a director, artist, role play, actor. Everything is done fresh for you, and you have no idea what is happening there, what is going to be next. Uh, uh, there's no predictability to it. So 20, 30 minutes of meditation, you watch a good drama of your mind, but don't identify with it. It becomes a good meditation for you. Forget that. Next question is, I have somebody on YouTube say the positive life. I must go to sleep, but great. Have a great time. Good yogi. I wish you were having a great time here too. I read the question for you. Please don't take it personally. I'm not going to disclose the name. It is very much in line with many people. It is very much in line with many people. Once I had a student of mine, he was married, and he was very much influenced by non-duality and the attachment and practicing yoga. He was practicing, he had two children, I think, at the time. And I arrived, his wife don't really like me anymore because I had to go and teach that person 2 times or 3 times we meet and practice. The more he hanged out with me, more difficulties in his marriage life became. And his wife blamed me, saying that since you came in his life, he started going away from my life. And she starts saying that you are influencing him to become basically a monk or become a yogi or become the detachment from the material life. Despite he was a good successful business person. And I said he had not left the business. He's still running the business, he's still maintaining the household. Why are you so worried about it? He said her reaction was, don't talk to me anymore. It was carried on for 5, 6 months. And one day, one of my students, same my student, bring the topic. He said, Yogi, I said, yes, is that necessary to be celibate? Necessary to be celibate in order to master in yoga and awaken the Kundalini. And that clicked me. I said, that's why I wonder why his wife, it does not like me anymore going to their home. Because he is practicing Brahmacharya, he is practicing celibacy, not Brahmacharya. There's a difference between Brahmacharya and celibacy. So he was mixing the yogic practices and the
Sorry,
belief system of his Christianity.
what is the difference between the two?
I'm coming back to it.
Okay.
So the celibacy is taught in Christianity, and Brahmacharya taught in yogic system, Brahmacharya. All of your actions are in the direction to attain yourself. And attaining yourself means understanding yourself. All of your actions, all the energy, all the effort is to understand yourself. That's the different Brahmacharya. We have four ashrams: Brahmacharya ashram, Grastashram, Banprasth, and Sannyas. What you do in the Brahmacharya ashram, you go and study. And when you study economics, Gurukul system like to talk about. You study about politics, you study about social, you study about Bhugol, this is basically the demographic, geography, and the astrology, astronomy, weapon, the artillery. You can also learn. You learn about Kama Shastra, you learn about yoga. Kama Shastra is part of yoga. If you are learning about Kama Shastra, you are learning about basically about sexuality, intimacy, relations, emotions, feelings. You actually learning everything. Basically, time of study at the time of first quarter of your life. You spend time studying. At that time, your aim is just only to the self-development, so you actually can live in society. That is the time for your Brahmacharya ashram. Brahmacharya, you're not interested in anything else, just only in your development of your mental development, physical development, emotional development. Is a zero concept. It says you refrain or you kill the sense pleasure. If I look back into the concept, I do not, lots of people will go amazed it. In Sanatana Dharma and Vedic system, a yogic system, all the rishis says all had children, they all were married. This is the manipulation of different religions coming along, try to twist to destroy the foundation of the humanity. If you find that if you're sexually frustrated, what you will do? You will abuse. You will molest people. Reason is you find monks and nuns as well, not just only monks, my friend. Don't take it personally. The monks abusing, priests abusing, nuns abusing. Why? Because they're sexually frustrated. They have not awakened fully themselves, but they've been put in limbo. If your senses not completely transformed, that's where yoga comes. What yoga does, yoga develops the channeling capacity inside your body. You don't suppress it. You're not controlling. You are transforming that energy. Once that energy can transform, you are not sexually frustrated if you have it or not have it. So you will not go and abuse a little children, which you know everybody knows about it, what actually happens in the monasteries, churches, nuns, ashrams, they get lots of abuse happen towards children. Even the nuns abusing children, priests abusing each other. If the brahmacharis are living, they start abusing each other because they have to be certain level. If your energy is flowing to help of yoga, you will not even dream about sexuality. You will not even dream about thoughts will not come in your mind. So celibacy is a control. It's like you putting a lid on a pressure cooker, but deep inside constantly cooking. Follow me, yeah? Is the lid, but no ability of transforming that energy. Brahmacharya, you know how to transform that energy. And you do not need to control it because there is a desire no longer there. There's a dispassion towards to have been practiced, not control towards to have been practiced. That's the difference in it. If that makes sense to you, Christmas?
Yes, yes.
So one happens naturally, one practiced. That's the difference. So my friend, I was talking to him, and he said, "Is it necessary?" I said, "Who said to you that necessary?" But I read in the books and all the churches and everywhere I go, they say if you want to develop close to God and all these practices, you have to be completely celibate. And I said, also in yoga, if I want to awaken my Kundalini, I said, in that case, Tantra will be completely failed. In one of the element in Tantra, to awaken the Kundalini, is that one of them is one element of it, not all of it, is sexuality, creation. If that was the case, all the sages, all the rishis, I'm talking Sanatana Dharma, even the Mahadev, Shiva, have children. They say it's manifested, but is you cannot manifest out of the air anything. These require a companionship. That is the law of nature. You cannot go outside of it unless you make it by tube, but you must scientist then. It still require a unity of two energies. In that case, you don't need to have a wife or either companion or the life partner or the somebody, however you relate to it. So I tell him, my friend, there is no necessity for a celibacy, but for brahmacharya, yes. You need to practice brahmacharya, not celibacy. Brahmacharya is a mental transformation of energy as well as the practice. Celibacy is imposed on your mind, but no transformation. You are literally fighting with your sense, not becoming a friend with your sense. So after that, I speak with him. He was very happy. I said, "What happened?" I've been very grumpy. Everybody in my whole office feel uncomfortable because I've been suppressing too much. Within 2 weeks later, or the 3, 4 weeks later, I have news. His wife was very happy. I find out why she was pregnant. So that's not the question. There was a story, there was a roundup message to somebody in the practice. So not to practice celibacy, but practice brahmacharya. There's a difference between brahmacharya and celibacy, which I have explained already. It has been a month or so. It has been, Namaskar Yogi, it has been a month or so that I keep waking up in the middle of my sleep around 1 to 3 a.m. Then I struggle to go back to sleep. Usually, it is due to nightmare or erotic dreams. Do you understand? It is either due to the nightmare or erotic dreams. The between 1 and 3 a.m. is a meridian of your liver. Meridian of your liver meridian. Liver is also largely responsible for your blood purification as well as anger and frustration and lack of self-esteem. Follow the points I'm saying. Yeah. Blood purification, blood related, anger, frustration, pitta in your body, heat in your body, aggression, frustration, anger, that all related to the liver. Between 1 and 3, your liver meridian, it becomes very active, you are waking up there. Heat in the body producing blood circulation that making you erected or having nightmares because you suppressing probably something, either directly, indirectly you are suppressing or not accepting. Usually it is due to the nightmare or erotic dreams. Lucky. Lots of people spend so much time to watch erotic dreams in the television, but you have to watch them in your own dreams. Please, this is joke too. Always, you have to have a certain laughter in life as well. Everything is so serious. We talk about meditation afterward. Always wake up with an erection and often with an ejaculation. Lots of people have taken medication, my friend, for it. So, first part, what you need to do is don't think about women before you go to sleep. If you are practicing celibacy, every person you see, you think about sex. Stop doing that. Meditate. Take a shower. Take a shower. It's before you go to sleep. Wash your feet. Reduce the heat out of your body. That will actually help as well. It is mainly, I can't read further in depth of about number of times it happens in a week. It is irrelevant. But I know, I understand this is maybe repressed emotions and feelings, which we talked about. Repressed emotions and feelings because you are forcing yourself to do something your body is not ready. Prepare your body. If you are surrounded, your mind or your eyes always looking where and how can actually you satisfy yourself. If you think I'm not aware of it, I'm aware of it too. I get information from other people's too. Often feel my kidneys are weaker and I feel depleted. Again, kidneys also responsible for purification of the blood as well as the water in the body. Impurities in the blood, my friend. Heat, acidic blood in the body, anger in the body. Work with that. Then in the morning, I wake up tired, feeling depleted of energy, alongside with the tendency to low mood. Obviously, you practicing a celibacy, and the night time something happened against your wish, not even with the person you wish to do so. In reality, it happened without it by itself. You are going to feel bad about it because you are not engaging mentally with it, you are not engaging emotionally with it. It becomes basically a physical act. And you feel bad, you feel negative because of that reason. So your low mood is lack of satisfaction. Because you are not participating in it. That's why your low mood is. Low mood is not because of something happened in that time. Low mood is because you were not participating consciously. It happened unconsciously. The cause of a low mood is you would love to participate with the conscious mood, but it happened with the unconscious mind. Meditation and especially savasana have been keeping me alive during the day, functional during the day. Is it normal part of my growth, clearing samskaras? Maybe partially normal, partially your previous addictions you have had in your life. Because if you have lived addictive personality, either to the sexuality, addictive personality of anger, frustration, feeling low about your own self, self-esteem, all those impact will have on your mental stamina to control the energy or navigate the energy inside the body. Despite you might be practicing yoga and meditation every day, but some channels inside the body is still blocked. You can't let go. You see an opportunity, your mind still start thinking about sex. If you see a opportunity, that's what your mind only thinks of. So what you can do, meditate more. Meditate, or maybe go and live in a nature where you don't see anyone and see how much it drives you crazy. Would it be kind to suggest something for me to continue deep sleep, not losing my sperm energy or my chi? Is important part, my friend, to have a shower before you go to sleep. Wash your feet. Don't eat chili, no tomatoes, not any food that actually can increase the acidity level in the body and any spices. Second part, get a fennel seed. Fennel seed. You crush the fennel seed, soak them in the water. You drink the fennel seed water and chew the fennel seed every day. Poor digestion system is also affecting. Poor digestion, poor bowel movement, impurities in the blood affecting your liver and kidneys. That leads sometime your mind is also contributing to it because the old habits you have that issue. So I will recommend to if you can get the good, nice fennel, bit of honey, take that every day. Fennel water. That will be very helpful. Second, practice spine breathing to channel the energy to clear the blockage in your spine if there is any. When you wake up at 1 or 3, place your hand on the kidneys, both hands on the kidneys, which I'm sure you can do it because you're flexible enough. Place your both hands on the kidneys and go back to sleep. Go into sole of your feet together, hands on the kidneys, and just rest. If you can't go to sleep, just remain in savasana. I guarantee you, once you have your hands on the kidneys, when chi starts flowing through the body, you will go to sleep in no time. So, on that note, I hope it has been helpful. So, practices of yoga sometimes is misconception in practice. Similarly, with the celibacy and the brahmacharya, yoga requires brahmacharya. Celibacy is a byproduct of brahmacharya. Celibacy is not to be practiced, but celibacy to be occur naturally. But you want a final product, you forget about the entire process of it, you want to achieve it. That should happen naturally. in order to your growth. It should be a outcome of your growth, not to be practiced. Point one. Point two, accept your senses. Build a healthy relationship with your senses, not suppression of your senses, not control of your senses. Develop a witnessing capacity, that will help as well. If there's a surroundings of you reminds you constantly about your past history, past relations, or jealousy about thinking about other people can do it, why can't I do it? It's your life. Do not compare with other people. You choose to live that life the way you are, not to concern about what other people are doing. And reduce the food that can produce the heat in the body, reduce the food that can invigorate the liver meridian or the liver, it creates the stress on the kidneys, insecurity, fear. Both will create a stress to the kidneys as well, which I believe you are full of it because I know the person personally who actually asked that question. So please try to build a bit more, little bit softness in your behavior, softness in your practice, softness in your life and around you, a bit more gratitude will be very helpful. What you are as a person, not what you will have, then you will have the gratitude. That's not gratitude. You build gratitude what you have already. On that note, when people meditate, what they do is like your face is so long, like sad face. It's supposed to bring happiness, supposed to the uplift. Your eyes should sparkle. Your eyes should talk. Your cheekbones should be happy. Face should be happy, not looking like a miserable person. So when you meditate, stay with the joy as well. Almost simple meditation if you want to take. Imagine your eyes are smiling and just remain that happiness even for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Close your eyes and just remain uplifted cheekbones and a smiling face. But not really, really that kind of smile, but like eyes are smiling. Your brain will feel very happy. On that note, thank you everyone. I will see you very soon. If you have any questions, please do reach out. I will see you next week. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
How are you feeling, Christosmos?
I'm feeling fine. Nice.
Is the